Um, okay. This has always been a problem that I'm not good with mics. So floods. In 2022, one third of Pakistan went underwater. Okay. Um, 30 million people were affected. That's more than the population of Australia. In the last 15 years, we've seen almost a flood every single year, affecting one part or another of Pakistan. Um, 650,000 pregnant women were affected in the 2022 floods, which meant that women had to give birth in open waterlogged fields, among all sorts of cases. 20 to 60 people die annually due to electrocution from floods in urban spaces. Now the line जो हमने अपने first slide पे लिखी थी, दोस्त भी पानी, दुश्मन भी पानी, लिखनी है तुम्हें कौन सी कहानी. Friend or foe, water will flow, where it takes you is up to you. Sorry, there's a glitch. Sorry about that. Like the previous presentation, we've also had a tech glitch. So we have two main projects that we work on. One is Karachi cartography, and the other I'll introduce shortly. Karachi cartography recovers lost spatial data to analyze what the city is, was, and can be for better urban design and future disaster resilience. Our work is primarily focused on Karachi. Now, how many of you would be wondering why exactly are we trying to even look for lost spatial data? I'm sure some of you are. So basically what we do is we try to find old maps of Karachi. How it started is that in around 2020, I came to Karachi. I was flying back to Karachi. I was from somewhere. And suddenly, my dad had to borrow an SUV to pick me up from the airport, even though it had not rained in 3 days. But Karachi was completely flooded. Lahore has a lot more rain than Karachi. But does Lahore flood that bad? Not really. It is not. The situation with Karachi is that most of our natural drainage channels are blocked. Now the thing is, I studied architecture, so I wanted to look at maps to see what is exactly happening, why are our natural drainage channels blocked, and what to do. So I tried looking for maps, but when I went and tried to find maps, they weren't available anywhere. There were a few in the Sindh archives, some in different spaces, but most I found were in people's private collections. We went to some institutes to ask where maps could possibly be, and we were told कि कुछ तो जला दिए. like rugby, just chala diya. So what we did was, we posted an open call on Instagram and said, if you have a map of Karachi, please share it with us. And it was a very nerdy endeavor. We didn't really think that people would share. But in the first week or so, we had like 100 maps, and people were interested. And that's how Karachi Cartography came into being, and now I'll show you exactly what we do with maps. So we have around 4,500 maps now. We literally go to archives around the world and take our tripods and phones and then, or like portable scanners, and digitally collect those maps, because unfortunately speaking, maps are not as easily, getting them officially scanned is not that easy. So a little story. Maps, pre-partition maps, a lot of pre-partition maps of Karachi were in India and the National Archives of India. They became a disputed property between India and Pakistan like everything else. And then the British said that we take them. We're not giving it to you or you, we take them. And then they went and sold them to the Library of Congress. In the Library of Congress, if I go and try to search for those maps sitting in Pakistan, it says not available to your region, even though it is of our region. When we went and asked for official scans, they were asked us for $50 per map, which obviously was hard to afford. So then, this is a very, very basic way, but that's how we went about them. Next slide. We were able to recover the oldest map of Karachi, which was labeled as a map of Iran. This is it, and next slide. So it's this little portion here. Next. This shows how Karachi evolved. Next slide. So if you put it on a map, this is what it looks like. This is a conceptual map by Parveen Rahman showing where our nalas and drains were. What does nala mean? Anyone? What is a nala? Can anybody tell me what nala means? Sorry? Sewage system. Okay. Lahore में भी लोग sewage system ही कह रहे हैं? Really? Okay. Nala actually means storm water drain. कराची में तो सबको sewage system ही लगता है, but लाहौर की थोड़ी सी सूरत हाल बेहतर है क्योंकि कुछ नाले are still used for rain. Was that me? Probably. For collecting rainwater. But what the situation is that most of our natural water drains have been turned into sewage system. In 1947, when partition happened, right before that, Karachi's population was 400,000. And overnight, it became 1 million. When 1 million people came, they obviously needed housing. But housing is, when you start building houses, what are the first things you look for? Anything that comes into your mind. Sorry? Electricity, anything else? Water, gas, but you also need like a space, but you also need to like drain your toilet. Obviously, because you can't just accumulate it in one space. that's why what people did at the time was they started looking at places where the water was already flowing, the natural nala system, and they started using that as their sewage system. When they did do that, now what happens is TMI, but there's just a layer of like a lot of poop in the sewage system, which means that all the water that's, when it rains and the nala is like, there's like a lot of water in the nala, it overflows. And that overflow is then contaminated water, which causes all sorts of diseases, especially in informal settlements. There are reports which say that some informal settlements have stayed underwater for like 3 months. Then again, mosquito outbreak also happens because of that and causes dengue. Most of these nalas are now covered, and this was just placed on top to see what areas were previously nalas. Next. So the next thing is land reclamation. So this is 1838, and the background is a satellite map of today. This is 1975. So this over here is the Malir River, which has turned into the Malir Expressway right now. This is the Lyari River, which has now turned into the Lyari Expressway. We've blocked the mouths of both the rivers as well as a lot of space in the rivers, which means rivers mein nalon ka bhi sara pani jo hai wo collect hota hai. So essentially speaking, that means that all the water is getting blocked and not coming to the sea. Next slide. This is the wrong side. Next. This is a 1949 map which shows in this blue and white thing, these were all mangroves. Mangroves has also been cut down. Mangroves are your natural barriers for tsunamis and hurricanes, and they have also been cut down. Next slide. So basically, this is also a disaster in making. Inshallah, it doesn't happen, but it might. Next. This is a map by Rita from Karachi Urban, and she shows how, she was one of our contributors, and this shows how Karachi, from this tiny space in 1838, is urbanized up till that space now. And in 1838, the population was 14,000 people. Now it's officially 18 million, but unofficially over 30 million. Next slide. Yeah. Using that, we have kind of traced what Karachi would have looked like without the human imprint. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah, sure. Can you go back? Piche. Yeah, or piche. Yeah. So this is kind of showing all the yeah, and all the nalas and Malir River. अच्छा मुझे जो है वो काफी pixelated करीब से नजर आ रहा है, but I think दूर से it's making sense. There's one more map which might show it better. Can you move to the next slide? Next. So next. Okay. So this is kind of what the water system would have looked like during rain season, because a lot of the water paths are seasonal. And this shows like thousands and thousands of sub-nalas, which are completely blocked. So another thing with urbanization is that soil also gets blocked, because concrete layers come over the soil. And soil के अंदर आपका पानी जो है वो absorb हो जाता है, on concrete पे नहीं होता, तो concrete पे खड़ा रहता है. And unfortunately, when you take over the waterways, you also take over the soil right beside it. Next. We're showing this at a very large scale. It's in Art Gallery right now for an art show, Sailab in Karachi. Next. This is the coastal risk screening tool map, which shows probably how much of Karachi would be underwater by 2060. And it's very much similar to what our old maps showed of where water already was previously. Next slide. Okay, so this is not playing, but we also have a Kachi Abadi map for Karachi, through which we've been able to identify 3,500 clusters of Kachi Abadis in Karachi. Next slide. But all of this information we can use for later references, for climate work, for theory work. What about now? What about all the people who are suffering now? Next slide. So along with Climate Emergency Software Alliance, we developed AafatInfo.pk, Pakistan's first real-time disaster information sharing app. It gathers and sorts citizen reports and social media shares into one collective map which shows on-ground realities. Next slide. So we spoke to around 600 Karachiites and co-designed the app with them, which literally means that they sat with us and told us what they wanted on each of the slides, each of the spaces on the app. Next. Our code here is Citizen Social Media Chatter. Basically, if you're in Karachi and you're talking about floods during the flood season, you write something like floods, you write something like barish, pani, any of those things, and you post about it. Our code hears it and asks you, would you like to report it? Next. It then asks you to put your location. It then asks you how much the water is, a photo, and these issues, which is there an open gutter? Are there wires and poles nearby? Is there a khadda or a pit? A flooded underpass, road barriers, and nala overflows, as well as a description. So this reason for this being like this is, rather than putting like a scale, is that we ask people, how do you tell how much water is there? So most people said, घुटने तक पानी, टखने तक पानी, इस तरह से बात कर रहे थे. या तो वो बोल रहे थे गाड़ी की विंडो तक आ गया था, टायर तक आ गया था. So we thought it would be much easier to talk like that rather than giving a scale. And these were the 6 problems we identified as the most major crisis in Karachi. Next slide. We then sort all the information into risks based on your mode of commute. Next slide. And then changing on-ground conditions are then displayed on our live map. Next. So again, you can select what mode of commute you are using right now, and then it tells you what risks are associated to that on your way. Next. And for those who have phone access but no internet, can't read a map, or have visual impairment. Next slide. We're also creating the world's first conversational AI for disaster calls. Next slide. Even though our pilot is focused on Karachi and floods, we hope to create the app for floods, heat waves, smogs, and for all of Pakistan. And yeah, we are also working towards the UN SDGs. Next. Yeah, we're done. Thank you. Any questions? Assalamu alaikum.
this talk. मेरा सवाल ये है कि पिछले दिनों जब कराची में फ्लडिंग सिचुएशन आई हुई थी तो कुछ डिजिटल मीडिया में कुछ ऐसी वीडियोज़ आ रही थी और न्यूज़ आर्टिकल्स आ रहे थे कि ये जो नाले हैं ये बेसिकली ड्रेन सिस्टम था, वो जो कराची से जो नॉर्थ साइड पे जो पहाड़ी सिलसिले हैं या टीले वहाँ से पानी आता था हिस्टोरिकली, तो अंग्रेज़ों ने भी ये देखा था कि वहाँ से उनके रेलवे सिस्टम को जो नुकसान पहुँचा था, तो इस तरह के आर्टिकल्स आ रहे थे। तो सवाल बेसिकली मेरा ये है कि क्या तब से उनके पास ये आर्काइव में मौजूद था ये डेटा कि ये चीज़ें हैं और यहाँ से एक नेचुरल वाटर गुजरता है सीजनली, लेकिन फिर भी आबादी बनती गई और ये इनका जो गुजर तंग होता गया, तो क्या ये चीज़ें बीच में जो हमारे सक्सेसिव लोग आए एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, उनको पता नहीं थी या जानबूझ के इग्नोर कर दिया गया या बीच में पानी आना बंद हो गया था?
नहीं, पानी तो हमेशा आता रहा था जब तक हम लोगों ने उसके ऊपर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर खड़ा नहीं किया था। और इवन दो हम ब्रिटिश को बहुत सी चीज़ों के लिए ब्लेम करते हैं, ब्रिटिश डिड स्टार्ट द रेक्लेमेशन। ब्रिटिश ने जो था वो हमारा माउथ्स को ब्लॉक करना शुरू कर दिया था, पर नालों को ब्रिटिश ने बिल्कुल ब्लॉक नहीं किया था। ये सारा पार्टीशन के बाद पाकिस्तान की अपनी गवर्नमेंट का ही काम है। yes. आबादियाँ उसी हिसाब से होना शुरू हो गई थी, बिकॉज आबादियों को वो एक रास्ता नज़र आता था कि इस घर जो है, अगर क्योंकि इनफॉर्मल तरीके से बहुत आबादियाँ बन रही थी आफ्टर पार्टीशन और अभी भी बन रही हैं, तो बिकॉज दे वर नॉट कनेक्टेड टू द जो नेशनल सिस्टम्स वगैरह हैं ड्रेन करने के पानी, उनको लगता था कि ये यहीं पे जो है यहाँ पे एक रास्ता है, ये नाला ऑलरेडी है, तो इसी के अंदर अपना सीवेज कनेक्ट कर लो। और फिर क्योंकि ये चीज़ थोड़े अरसे तक तो बहुत कामयाब चल रही थी, तो हमारे फॉर्मल सिस्टम्स ने भी यही मेथड अडॉप्ट कर लिया रादर देन कि वो एक नया कोई वो इनफॉर्मल को भी सही चीज़ पर लाते, दे स्टार्टेड अडॉप्टिंग द सेम मेथड बिकॉज इट वाज एन इजी वे। यस।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम।
So I wanted to ask because आपने कहा था कि सोशल मीडिया से डिराइव करते हैं इन्फॉर्मेशन, is there a way to vetch the information, because a lot of times people just post an old video and just get a conversation started, कोई इंटररेटेड एग्रीमेंट टाइप का कि वाकई ऐसा हो रहा है?
अच्छा, अभी हम पब्लिक नहीं जा पाए हैं, वी आर लुकिंग फॉर द फंड्स टू गो पब्लिक, बट द थिंग इज़ कि वो हम इंफॉर्मेशन डायरेक्टली डिराइव नहीं कर लेते, हम उनको मैसेज भेजते हैं कि वुड यू लाइक टू रिपोर्ट इट। तो अगर वो चाहें तो वो बोल सकते हैं कि नहीं, हमें नहीं रिपोर्ट करना, और अगर वो करते हैं रिपोर्ट तो फिर वो हम उनसे बोलते हैं कि लाइफ ही है ना जो आप कर रहे हैं, भेज रहे हैं। एंड देन इफ़ दे वांट टू स्टे कनेक्टेड, हम थोड़ी देर बाद एक मैसेज भी भेजते हैं, और कंडीशन इज द सेम नियर यू। तो अगर वो हाँ बोल दें तो फिर उसको रहने देते हैं, वरना रिमूव हो जाता है, तो डेटा लाइफ ही रहता है। एंड डज दैट आंसर दैट प्रॉपर्ली? ओके।
I wanted to ask from where this all started. Was it an action research because you did provided a solution, or you're looking forward to making that viable solution to the not action crisis but how to make the life easier? So is it action driven, the whole process, because you started with research, archiving, and the second part of the question is the archives that you guys have been collected, what's the future for that? You talked about accessibility that you guys face, so if you have the collection now, then where it is going in the future?
So I'll answer your second part first. We're trying to create an open access online repository in which it will be public. Anybody can just go to the website and access everything. Right now it's not. So if you need a map, you'll have to message us and we will give it to you. But right now it's a bit like that. Yeah. And the first part, mujhe thoda sa it's actually just started because it started, and then it was just it did not start with any ambitions, and it just kept going in whatever direction things happened. Thank you. Thank you. Some of it is me, and some of it is this brilliant designer and UI UX person as well as illustrator, Hafsa Ashfaq. Yeah. everybody in our organization is Karachi based at the moment. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum ji. Thank you very much for this presentation. I think it was very, very insightful and unfortunately very alarming as well. So my question is that given all of this information that you've collected, did you get a chance to raise this to the authorities? What was their response? And then ultimately,
Sorry, did I get a chance to?
did you get a chance to actually raise this to authorities and people in power who can actually take action, do something about it? Number one. And if you did, what was your experience? And as a last question would be that what can we as individuals do about this information? Because this definitely is alarming, but as individuals, how can we, kind of make this, something which concerns everybody and would be able to kind of fix this?
So yes, we did have a chance to go to different authorities about it and present it in front of different government organizations, but living in Pakistan, we also know that our governments change like this. तो जब तक उस पर कुछ एक्शन की बात होती थी वो गवर्नमेंट ही चेंज हो चुकी होती थी. On your own, I think just keep raising your voices about climate change and how it's destroying and the cities. Yeah.
It's really nice ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है इसमें बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है कि लोग कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं साथ. मेरा सवाल है कि जब हम लोग अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन इस पर शेयर करेंगे तो हमारे पास क्या ऐसा चांस है कि हम इंफॉर्मेशन दे भी सकें?
जी बिल्कुल. एक तो पहली चीज़, जब आप इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर करेंगे तो सारी इंफॉर्मेशन अनोनिमस होगी, आपका नाम कहीं नहीं आने वाला है, इसलिए आपको कुछ बुरा भी लिखना है या जो भी लिखना है यू कैन जस्ट से इट कम्प्लीटली. आपका नाम इस हद तक कहीं नहीं आने वाला है कि हमें भी नहीं पता होगा आप कौन है. सो इट्स जस्ट कम्प्लीटली अनोनिमस. और दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि आपका दूसरा यही था ना कि ये इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल होगी पब्लिकली. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
तो जब हमने कहीं जाना हो तो हम क्या वाकई आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि अच्छा इस इलाके से हमने जाना है, यहाँ पर राइट सिचुएशन है, यहाँ पे है.
अगर आप पीछे वाले साइड पे जा सकते हैं थोड़ा पीछे कर दें और पीछे जाते रहें, मैं बता दूँगी तो पीछे जाना है. हाँ इस पीछे आगे. हाँ ये जो है ना इसके थ्रू आप बता सकते हैं सबसे पहले तो कि आप क्या कहते हैं, आप मोटरसाइकिल पे हैं, आप चल के जा रहे हैं, आप रिक्शा पे हैं, गाड़ी पे हैं या बस पे हैं, और फिर उस हिसाब से वो आपको बता देगा कि आपका रास्ता कितना सेफ है. ये हमने ये सवाल इसलिए पूछा है क्योंकि अगर कोई चल के जा रहा हो तो वायर्स और पोल्स से उसको काफ़ी खतरा है, यानी कि आप इलेक्ट्रोक्यूट हो सकते हैं. लेकिन फॉर इंस्टेंस आप गाड़ी में हैं तो वायर्स और पोल्स से आपको इतना कोई खास फ़र्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. ये
क्या लगता है कि कितने अमाउंट में आप लोगों के पास डेटा आ सकता है जो इनफ हो किसी बंदे को गाइड करने के लिए कि आपने कहाँ जाना है, कहाँ नहीं?
कितने अमाउंट में है?
मतलब मैं कहने का मतलब ये है कि डेटा कलेक्ट करने का सोर्स सिर्फ पब्लिक है जो अपना डेटा देती है कि ये वाला इलाका तो वो आपकी वेबसाइट या जो कि ऐप है वो उसको डिटेक्ट करेगी, अच्छा ये इलाके में जहाँ जा सकते हैं. तो क्या वाकई ऐसा होगा कि हमें
वेरिफिकेशन का हम लोगों ने इतना, वी आर होपफुल कि सिटीजन सही इन्फॉर्मेशन देंगे सबसे पहले तो, बट हम एक रेड फ्लैग करने का ऑप्शन भी देंगे लोगों को, और ख़ुद भी अगर हमें कोई चीज़ गलत लगी तो हम उसको देख लेंगे. ये ऐप जो है ये ऐप इंडोनेशिया और फिलीपींस में ऑलरेडी चल रही है और वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी 10 मिलियन लोग इसे यूज़ कर चुके हैं. उन लोगों ने कहा कि उनको कभी भी कोई गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन आज तक किसी सिटीज़न ने नहीं निकाली है. तो हमारी उम्मीद है कि पाकिस्तानी सिटीजन्स भी सही इन्फॉर्मेशन ही डालेंगे व्हेन इट कम्स टू समथिंग लाइक दैट, बट नहीं डाली तो हम उसको रिमूव कर देंगे. डज दैट आंसर करेक्टली? यस. That's a very good question. We did हमने पायलट टेस्टिंग तकरीबन 250 लोगों के साथ तो की थी कराची में. उन लोगों को ट्रेन भी किया था कि कैसे डालना है क्या नहीं करना है. बट फिर भी जब एक्चुअल डिज़ास्टर होगा तो आपने जो प्रॉब्लम बोली है वो हो सकती है. जैसे जैसे इस तरह की मतलब अगर जब प्रॉब्लम्स आने शुरू होंगी हमारे पास वो फीडबैक आएगा तो हम लोगों से बात करके आएगा उसको ऐप को चेंज करते रहेंगे और इम्प्रूव करते रहेंगे बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट पीपल नीड और जो प्रॉब्लम्स आकर हो रही हैं. बट फॉर नाउ पता नहीं क्या जा सकती हैं. टाइम ख़त्म हो गया है और ये लोग काफ़ी देर से बोल रहे हैं, सो आई थिंक वी नीड टू शट. थैंक यू.